Griner just called Caitlin Clark a trash effing white girl. Caitlin Clark has been picked on and abused ever since she entered the league in 2024, and now Brittney Griner is joining.
The WNBA stands at a pivotal crossroads as increasing demands mount for an investigation into Atlanta Dream center Brittney Griner. This comes amid a controversy sparked by circulating video footage that appears to show Griner hurling racial slurs at Indiana Fever star Caitlin Clark after fouling out. The league's silence on the matter has been striking, especially when compared to its rapid and decisive reactions to previous incidents involving Clark and opposing fans.
Hill, former ESPN host, says that no, she didn't say bleep white girl. She says bleep whack call, to which she then went on to call me a grifter for even pointing this out, but besides the point. You can watch and make up your own mind as to what it appears Brittney Griner is saying. It's not certain what Griner says. There is one way to find out. Ask Brittney Griner. However, no one has done that except for Outkick. It's been over 2 weeks since Griner said this. Instead, the WNBA was investigating a bogus race hoax made up by Angel Reese about Indiana Fever fans. And I say bogus because they found no evidence that supports.
The controversy ignited during the Indiana Fever's 81-76 win over the Atlanta Dream, a matchup already charged with fierce physicality and rising tensions between the teams. In the second half, Brittney Griner fouled out after committing her sixth foul, her frustration evident and palpable. Cameras caught the moment, and lip readers alongside social media analysts swiftly interpreted Griner's words as calling Clark trash, followed by what many believe was the phrase effing white girl.
After she fouled out, she decided to take her anger and frustration out on Caitlin Clark. If the roles were reversed, imagine the type of field day the media would be having right now. Let's all remember the character of Brittney Griner. This is the same woman who got caught smoking weed in Russia and was jailed. And then Joe Biden made a trade for the merchant of death and returned him back to Russia for him to continue doing the same shenanigans that he was doing before he...
The incident quickly went viral on social media, with the video clip trending for nearly 36 hours and sparking responses from influential voices across both the sports and political arenas. The timing was especially impactful, coming amid Caitlin Clark's rookie season, a period marked by unprecedented attention and spotlight on women's basketball.
Ever came along, there were a lot of outstanding basketball players who happened to be black females that was doing their thing on the WNBA level. And they never got this kind of shine. This girl, the Golden Goose, comes along and she wreaks havoc. She's the Rookie of the Year. She's fourth in the league in MVP voting. Fourth in the league, her rookie year.
Wow.
Clark's influence on WNBA viewership has been truly transformative. Games featuring the former Iowa standout draw an average of 1.178 million viewers, compared to only 394,000 for contests without her, an astonishing 199% increase. This dramatic viewership gap highlights just how indispensable Clark has become to the league's commercial growth and its rise in mainstream prominence.
News just came out. Ratings are higher than it's ever been for the WNBA.
Yeah.
Congrats to Caitlin Clark. It's crazy how that works.
I mean, what are you going to do? Proof's in the pudding, kind
Get a girl out of Iowa.
Exactly.
Who can pull up from the state next door.
Yeah.
And light up an entire arena every...
Grier's on-court behavior throughout the season has sparked growing concerns about player conduct and league oversight. Her physicality in matchups against Clark has often crossed into aggressive territory, despite the fact that the two athletes occupy different positions. Video reviews reveal a consistent pattern of hard screens, elevated contact, and what many interpret as deliberate targeting of the league's most marketable star.
Said many times that Caitlin Clark got roughed up repeatedly by defenders throughout her rookie year last year. It was attempted bullying, trying to break her spirit, intimidate her, put her in her place, get even with her for all the attention she was getting. But this season, it appears Caitlin is more committed.
If you're enjoying this, please consider subscribing. The latest matchup between the Fever and Dream was marked by several moments of chippy, physical play, with Griner accumulating fouls at a troubling rate before eventually fouling out. Basketball analysts have pointed out that Griner's foul count in games featuring Clark far exceeds her season average, raising concerns about either poor game management or deliberate targeting of the rookie standout. This pattern becomes even more alarming when viewed alongside the alleged verbal incident, suggesting a sustained hostility toward a player who has single-handedly raised the profile of women's professional basketball. The concerns about physicality go beyond mere statistics. Multiple game footage reviews reveal Griner engaging in excessive contact, including elevated screens and unnecessary body contact that surpasses what's typically expected in competitive play. While physicality is an inherent part of basketball, the consistency and apparent intent behind these actions have sparked debate over whether they cross the line into unsportsmanlike conduct.
Watch some of these plays, guys. Watch some of these plays on Caitlin Clark. Look at this. Look at this. See that? Physically grabbing her, applying pressure, pushing her. Look at Brittney Griner. Look at this. Look at how physical they are. Now, granted, Caitlin Clark has been in the weight room this season, but I'm telling you right now, there's only so much your body can take, man. Look at how close Ryan Howard playing her. This is
Perhaps the most damaging aspect of this controversy is the WNBA's strikingly different response compared to its handling of previous incidents involving Clark and allegations of misconduct. Just weeks before the Griner episode, the league launched a thorough investigation into claims that Indiana Fever fans had directed racist chants at Chicago Sky forward Angel Reese. Although the nearly 2-week inquiry found no evidence to support the allegations, the league approached the situation with clear seriousness and transparency. In contrast, despite video evidence circulating widely on social media and mounting public demand for action, the WNBA has remained entirely silent on the Griner incident. This selective enforcement of league policies has drawn sharp criticism from political leaders, media figures, and fans alike, many of whom see a disturbing pattern of bias in how the organization addresses controversies.
Investigating Brittney Griner. How have you refused to provide a statement on Brittney Griner's behalf from the Atlanta Dream, from the WNBA to Outkick? Because we've asked. So we asked the WNBA, are you investigating Brittney Griner? We've asked the Atlanta Dream, what did Brittney Griner say? We've asked Brittney Griner's representatives, what did you say here? She's made zero comment on this incredibly viral video. Again, I think she says, white girl. I think she is insulting somebody big.
The incident has sparked sharp criticism from prominent sports media voices, with ESPN's Stephen A. Smith emerging as one of the most outspoken critics of both Griner's alleged conduct and the league's muted response. A steadfast supporter of Caitlin Clark's transformative influence on women's basketball, Smith has voiced frustration over what he perceives as lingering resentment toward Clark from some veteran players and league officials. Smith's analysis zeroes in on the economic realities that make Clark's success vital to the entire league, pointing to her staggering viewership numbers. He highlighted that Clark's most recent game before injury drew 2.22 million viewers on CBS, ranking as the second most watched WNBA broadcast in the network's history. Other media figures have also weighed in, many expressing confusion and disappointment over the league's failure to address the allegations with the same urgency shown in previous cases. Skip Bayless remarked on the significance of both Griner's silence and the WNBA's inaction. I waited to comment on this until the WNBA was able to investigate it. I wanted them to issue a statement about it, but we've heard nothing from the WNBA. Absolutely nothing. And Brittney Griner has not commented, which I find significant.
I don't know for sure what was going on with what cameras caught Brittney Griner saying on the bench after she had fouled out against Caitlin Clark's Fever in Atlanta. I waited to comment on this until the WNBA was able to investigate it. I wanted them to issue a statement about it, but we have heard nothing from the WNBA. Absolutely nothing. And Brittney Griner has not commented, which I find.
This controversy unfolds amid growing scrutiny of player conduct across the WNBA, with several high-profile incidents sparking debate over league discipline and the enforcement of standards. The Griner situation isn't an isolated event, but part of a broader pattern of contentious moments that have, at times, overshadowed both on-court performance and the league's overall progress. Recent weeks have seen other questionable behaviors, including Connecticut Sun guard DJ Carrington's controversial play, where footage showed her pulling LA Sparks guard Sarah Ashley Barker down by her hair. The WNBA's conduct policies clearly outline mechanisms for addressing misconduct, with technical fouls, ejections, and suspensions serving as disciplinary options. The league's rulebook explicitly tackles conduct violations, equipping officials with the authority to uphold game integrity and player safety. Yet, inconsistent enforcement of these rules has fostered an environment where certain players seem to be held to different standards than others.
The WNBA already set a precedent. It doesn't matter what Brittney Griner said. It doesn't matter what Brittney Griner said, because they've already shown us they don't need evidence, they don't need substance, they don't need any type of proof at all to launch a bogus investigation into Indiana Fever fans, so they shouldn't need any substance, any basis, any evidence to launch an investigation into any other fan, any other player, any other group. The WNBA set